Hey everyone, it's Valerie from the Bandana, coming all the way from London, UK. Today I'm taking part in the Texas Art Collaboration alongside Base Resonator. Now, to take part, you have to follow a certain criteria. They are to produce any art you like, providing it either has the word Texas on it or features the shape of the state of Texas. So I am going to create a snail in the Lone Star State flag colours with the word Texas on its back. Hopefully it comes out okay, and how I imagine. So let's get crack-a-lacking. So the first part is creating the letters. I've already done the S and the T. I am using UV resin glitter to do the letters. I did write down somewhere. E and A, and the X I will do in epoxy because the white won't set in the UV. So I'm sticking to everything this evening. These letters are done now. I will pop. Ooh, very sparkly. Very nice. I will do the X. Oh, I tell you, I am sticking to everything this evening. Like I'm so static. Okay, yeah, I will do the X in the white. We're using this one. I've just got to make up some resin to go with it. So back in a minute. I've mixed up 40 mils, 20A, 20B. I'm going to shove 3 drops. 1, 2, 3 of white. It is very, very concentrated, so you don't really need that much. The second part of it, I am going to do the snail in the colours of the flag. So one side's going to be red, one side's going to be blue, and the white star will be on the inside, hopefully. If not, I'll stick it on the outside, but I'm hoping to get it on the inside. And then the bottom of the snail will be white. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make up some resin and balance it, hopefully, in this section here. I might use some of this to make a border to prevent any leaking coming over. I have done it once before with a rainbow snail. So yeah, let me just mix up some red and we'll do some pouring. Measured out 400 mils of epoxy, 200A, 200B. Gonna give it a stir. Add the red, which tonight I'm using the Tea Expert Bright Red. I don't know what possessed me, but I opened up the wrong part of the bottle and now it's leaked. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Really don't. Red is now all mixed up. So this is what I've done with the snail, because I only want to put the red on one side. I've made a barrier using the UV tape, resin tape. What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. Hopefully it doesn't leak, so I'm going to pour it into that section, maybe about this deep. so it covers the swirls. Fluff. Yeah, so that's my intention. And then balance it and then leave it to dry. Okay, so far it doesn't appear to be leaking around the edges, apart from that piece that I've just spilt. Okay, yeah, so now I'm going to prop it up so it stays within that cavity and doesn't go down to its head and doesn't leak out over the edges. Yeah. Okay. Oh dear me, I've got it everywhere. Right. So I'll see you when this is dry. The red is now finally dry enough for me to flip it over, and I need to put a little bit of clear UV here so I can stick the white star on. Now the stars that I originally made didn't work out how I were planned, so I found a clear star and painted it with white epoxy, and they came out okay. I'll try and lift so it does stick on a sec. Yeah. So yeah, my intention is to put a bit of UV in there, stick that down inside, cover it with another little bit of UV, and then back it with the blue, which is the Tea Expert blue. What's going on with my focus tonight? There, this one here. So let me stick the star in. Give me one moment. So I've made a little white disc on the inside there with the UV, and now I'm going to stick the star onto that. There's the white star that I've put in. I'm now going to cover it with UV and seal it. Oops. Seal it, ready to back it with the blue. Okay, I've now sealed the star within UV in the center there. Now I'm going to make another barrier around this edge here, and then mix up some blue, pour, and then leave it to set. Barrier now in place. Just going to knock up some resin, and then I'll be back in a second. I've made up some blue, and now I'm ready to pour into that section of the snail. and hopefully it doesn't leak underneath the star. What is that on there? I think there should be enough in there. I'm just going to balance it and then I'll be right back. So the blue's all balanced inside the snail, and all we need to do is just wait for it to set, and then that'll be tomorrow morning. And then I'll mix up some white and then fill the rest of it with white, and then we'll go from there. Morning everyone. Okay, so the blue is now set, the red is now set. I did try checking to see whether or not the star is visible here, and I think just about. We won't know probably till it's completely demolded. Anyway, so I have mixed up the white, oops, here, and I used the Lumino, the resin dye paste, highly concentrated. I do recommend this if you want to use things to make things that are white. The colour is absolutely amazing. As you can see, it's lovely. Right, so let's pour into the snail. Okay, do it slowly. Just going to check his antennae, make sure there's no bubbles or airlocks. All appears in order. Okay, dokie. Let's continue pouring. How's everyone's Saturday? It's early here. I wouldn't say it's early. It's 11:20 on a chilly Saturday morning here in London. Yes. See what I mean by the colour white? The white it is absolutely a lovely white. It really is. It's so smooth. Love it. Nice. Okay. So this is probably going to take a good few hours to completely and utterly set. I did check, make sure there was no bubbles or airlocks in the antennae. So yeah, I'll come back shortly. Well, a few hours and will demold. In the meantime, I finished the letters for the word Texas, and I'm pretty impressed. I really wish I had to put glitter in the X so it would have matched the rest of the letters. I'm just trying to balance them on my hand. Oops, today's I don't want to drop it inside. There you go. See, they're all glittery except for the X. I might shove a batch in what's my leftover, or a bit of silver glitter, just to give it a bit of sparkle. Yeah, I'm happy. I am very happy. Okay, catch you when everything is dry. Guys, right, so now I'm back to demold the snail, and I've been looking on the outside before I demold it, and I think that maybe here is either one, a bubble that didn't, I don't know how, I don't think it is, or the white has leaked into the pink, but sorry, I rephrase that, the white has bled into the red to cause a pink patch, but we will see. So let's demold. Okay, so pulled out the snail, and his little bobbly bits on top of his antennae got stuck in the mold. It was such a tragedy, it really was. But I managed to prise them out of the mold. And they were still tacky, so note to self, maybe have left him in for a little bit longer. I can't get my camera into focus here. Okay, yeah. So yeah, they're look a little bit dodgy. That's fine. He can live with that. I can live with that. Anyway, so going back to what I was saying a little while ago on the colouring regarding the red. So yeah, the white has slightly bled into the red. That's probably because I was a bit impatient earlier and I stretched the mold just to see whether or not it had set. So that was my fault. And so it looks a little bit different, but we're all different in our own way. Anyway, on the reverse side, I did put the white star in on the blue like it is on the flag, and it has slightly bled through the star, which I don't see how, because the star was actually plastic. But anyway, it's still there. But I do have a spare star, and I could always possibly stick it on the outside like this, maybe. I think that looks better actually. Shall I stick it on the outside? Yeah, why not? I'm going to stick it on the outside. It'll cover up the one on the inside if I put it in exactly the same position. Like this. I will stick that there. And then I might actually see if I can find red or blue beads and exchange them for that. I'll have a look in my bead box. So let me set him down here. There we go. There. I'm done the letters of the word Texas, as you can see here. Here we go. All right. My intentions now are to try and stick them along his shell somehow. Hopefully my glue that hopefully the glue that I have will manage. It should do, if I do it correctly. So yeah, it should stick. If not, I will make it stick. If not, I might use blue tack, just temporary. Anyway, so yeah, give me a while I dig out the necessary things and hopefully get him to look how I imagined. So I've managed to get the T, the E, the X to stay on with UV. I did replace the antennae with red and blue beads. They look more funky. Yeah, so all that's left is the A and the S, and it should, and put the star on. Just dipping the A in the corners of the A into UV. And it should stick. Fingers crossed, because it's on a curve. Yep. Let me just do the reverse side. Oh, I'm so glad so far, so good so far. Yep. From mind blank, then I actually thought I spelled it wrong. But don't ask me why. Must be my age. Okay, and then it's just the final S. Look how sparkly that is. And the S. Oh, please stick, please stick. Oh, so nervous. Right, hopefully it's doing the back of it, and it should stick. Oh, I really hope so. So what do you think so far? So far, huh? Not bad, huh? It actually is coming out how I imagined, minus the little defect there, but hey, not all snails are perfect. Okay, so we swivel that around and stick the star on here, like there. Get a bit of UV on the back. And there we have it, everyone. Oh, lift it up. I can just picture it all just crumbling to pieces. And there we have it. Da, 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 da. La 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 la. The lone star. Oh, I'm so happy. What do you think, everyone? Does he look good? I like it a lot. Thanks guys for watching this video. If possible, can you please like and subscribe? It would really help my small channel. And watch everyone else's videos in this collaboration. And a big thank you to Base Resonator for letting me take part in this Texas art collab. Thanks everyone. Catch you later. Bye.